Food markets only. Food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my dolly sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
Good afternoon, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96. Welcome to the Deadbeat Club. We gonna sort some pennies. Hi, Les. Hi, package total. Welcome to the Wackadoodle Farm. I'm back working on my penny box again. So far, it's been pretty bad. I think we found a Lincoln Life series, a Canadian, and a 74S. We have not found a single Wheatie. No engines, no nothing. But I got almost a whole box, so I got to keep going so I can go cash them back in. You're going to hear me crunching on my crackers because this is the Deadbeat Club and I'm just doing it. So. As some of you may know, I got some bad medical news the other day. I'm just going to have to work with it. So, part of working with it is going through these pennies. And I've got to find my cheating sheet. So, we're going to be doing this while my home health assistant is out doing my shopping for me. And when she comes back, I will be logging off for a while. There we go. What is that? Oh, that's not what I want. Here's my cheating sheet. I'm going to make a new one here soon. Got me a brand new plan. Alright. Crunchy crackers. Get the cheating sheet out. That goes in the copper hopper. Pretty sure this box has already been picked for wheat. But I have no way of knowing that for sure. So we got to take a look. 389s in a row. What the heck? Like I said, I think somebody has already been through these and they're copper and stuff. But they left a Canadian in there. Look for the double ear. He's only got the one required ear. Zinc and spew, yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much all that's in here is a bunch of zinc and spew. Let's look for the close AM. Yeah, I'm hoping maybe I'll find something like that whoever went through these did not know to be looking for. But these are customer rolled that I got from the bank. It was all they had except ones that I had brought back to them, and my rolls are marked, so the girl knew they were ones I had brought back. So this was my selection that day. A lot of copper. A lot of copper. That's why I think this has been sorted through, and then somebody dumped their copper. There's a pile of it. Pennies are hard. The only reason I can do them package total is because I do have a scope. I got the scope a long time ago. It was a gift when I first started doing coins on my channel. My channel was originally a metal detecting channel, and then when COVID hit and I couldn't go detect, I started doing my coins. And Handy Andy 736 saw me struggling and sent me a scope. I had purchased a scope and I couldn't get it to work right. And I still have that one. If I can figure out how to get it to work, I'm probably going to give it away on my channel. I gave one away already. But I need a new one. This one's been around for quite a while. And it's starting to give me some problems. But I don't want to invest anything in the channel now because of the health report that I got. Ironically, I had just found a special on stickers and ordered some new stickers, and now I may not even have a channel. So what I might do is, heaven forbid, people are going to get mad at me, and but I may offer stickers for sale to help raise money for my relocation project. But not at an outrageous fee, like $1 each or something. Stickers are easy to mail, so but yeah, I had just ordered some because I saw a special online, and people have been asking me about stickers ever since I ran out, and I got those 10 on a sample. So that was like a limited edition, and then I saw a really good deal, so I splurged, and I probably should have waited until after I had gotten the reports from the doctor, but I was trying to be an optimist, and so we'll see. I'm not giving up without a fight. That's not me. Anybody who's been around my channel for a while knows I've been fighting these health issues for 3-4 years now. The more they slap me with them, the more I fight back. So, but I have to get to Michigan now. It's imperative that I get there within the next 3 or 4 months, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it work. I got to come up with a whole lot of money that I really don't have a way of coming up with. So a friend of mine's working on setting up a GoFundMe, and I'm working on selling a bunch of my stuff. But in order to do that, I got to clear my desk. I got so much stuff sitting around here related to the channel. I want to get all these coins out of the way, and then I got to start seriously working on my eBay and marketplace listing of bigger items. What am I looking for here? Da-dee-da-dee-doo-da. 1992. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a close AM. So I gotta decide about my metal detectors. And hi, James. And some other stuff that I'm going to have to liquidate. We'll see what happens. But for now, I just want to finish my box of pennies. Excuse me, box of pennies. Get them out of the way, back to the bank. And then I got some quarters that I need to look at for errors. I got a whole bunch of nickels. I don't know why I have. I'll have to get into that box. And I want to take all this change back to the bank. Ooh, almost got into the wheat field. Not quite. Got into the copper mine, but not the wheat field. I have not found a single wheatie. I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. Clink. I got 3 more in this roll. Like I said, there's a lot of copper. That's why I think somebody dumped their copper. Lots and lots of copper. Let's look for the close A. Not there. Not there. End of roll 1. Clear all these empty penny rollers off my desk. Set them over here. Too much mess. Next roll. Whee! I'll look at them later. 70D. Yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of copper in here, Les. That's why I think somebody dumped their copper into these rolls. Because, yeah, there have been a lot of 70s and actually quite a few 60s. I even ran into a couple of 59s yesterday. So, yeah, there has been a lot of copper. Way more than I usually get. And that's, like I said, that's why I think someone made a copper dump in these rolls. Look at the ear. I wish I'd find somebody's wheatie dump where they got messed up and put the wrong pennies in the roll. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be real nice. Find a whole roll of Wheaties. Let's look for the DDR. I have never found a DDR on any date. Nope. Not there. Yeah. I wish I knew what to do with the copper. That's the thing. I can't just sit here and hoard it. I wish I knew who the person locally is. Oops, that was supposed to go in the copper. Oh well. I'm not going fishing for it. It'll turn up later. There's a 65 for the copper hopper. 84. It's examined. Yeah, looks normal. Oh, goodness. Well, let me see. It says there's 4 people here now. 1 is a lurker. I know who the other 3 are. It's Patty. Hi, Patty. How's the granddaughter? She doing good, I hope. We're just sorting some pennies, waiting for my home health aide to come back. Trying to get through this miserable box of pennies. Oh, it's just nothing in this one. I got excited over a Canadian penny. That's pretty bad. But that's all I found so far was a Canadian, a 74S, and a Lincoln Life Series 2009er. Not much happening. Like I said, I think this wheat field has been harvested already. I'm pretty sure. This field hath been picked clean. 82. That looked like a copper 82, and it felt like a copper 82. Close in, where are you? You're not there, you're not there, you're not there. 81. Yeah, one of my friends is working on the Go Help Me. I should have a GoFundMe. Go Help Me. That's about what it is. Go Help Me. Lord help me. Anyway, I should have a link for that coming up. What in the world? In a day or two, if anybody wants to jump in. Free! Hi, Furry! Yeah, the goal is now changed because I've been sitting on these waiting lists forever, not making any progress towards getting low-cost housing in Michigan. So the new goal is just to get me to Michigan and be able to pay close to a year's worth of regular rent while I can try and get on the low income. And so to do that, I'm going to have to come up with close to 10 grand. We ain't there. We ain't there. We got about 2. And it's going to cost part of that, most of that, just to get me moved up there. But if they are going to force me to go off the medication that controls 4 of my ailments, I'm going to have to be back in the vicinity of the institute that put me on those to try and find new medications that will work with the infusion therapy for the IgG4. And so I got to be there. They don't know anything about this stuff down here. They are freaking clueless. And U of M is one of the 3 places in the country that actually specializes in the diseases that I have. So if I got any chance of surviving this ordeal, it's going to have to happen there. So I got to figure out how to come up with about 10 grand in maybe 3 or 4 months. And, you know, if I sold everything I owned, I wouldn't have 10 grand, I don't think. Nope. So I gotta get creative this weekend. And the thing is, I got to keep working whether my body wants to allow me to or not. I have no option. So this weekend, I will be at the local farmers market selling handcrafted jewelry and home decor. The next weekend, I will be at my church. Yes, I do go to church on occasion. My church is having a fall festival, and I will be out there selling jewelry and home decor. The following week, I will be out here outside the building having a yard sale. And then I will be back at... No, that is to pay for a year's worth of rent. So that when I get up there, because I'm not, once they start this infusion therapy, I'm not going to be able to work. So that is just to cover a year's worth of rent and deposits. I do have to pay deposits also. So averaging about $700 a month for rent. That's about what it's going to cost me. And then my Social Security is going to have to cover the utilities and my car insurance and all the other stuff. But I don't want to move up there and not have enough money to be securely covered rent-wise, because then if I get really sick and I can't cover it on my $800 a month Social Security, then I'm going to be out on the street and sick. So the idea is to get me up there, and I'm going to have to pay regular rent while I am still sitting on the low income rent waiting list. But that way I can get up there and get in treatment. Because if I don't get up there and get in treatment within the next 4 to 6 months, I'm going to be in big trouble. I can't do that, Furry, until I actually have the apartment. They, you know, if once I have an apartment lined up and approved, then they will let me fill out the applications for the other things. But until I actually have a physical address there, they don't deal. I've been checking into a lot of this stuff for a while. Once I realized that I was not moving up this waiting list, these waiting lists. I'm on waiting lists for like 5 different senior apartments in 5 different but nearby locations to the medical care that I need. But I'm just not moving up the list. Nobody's vacating, and I don't blame them. You know, if they've got low income housing and they've got a way to stay in it, I don't blame them for not wanting to vacate it. But yeah, I'm still way on the one that I have progressed the most on. They're still looking at 18 months. I don't have 18 months to wait to start my treatment. So I'm going to have to pay full rent somewhere. Well, there's actually, the way Michigan is set up, I can pretty much get to any hospital I need. The area that I am looking at is about an hour north of Ann Arbor, and that's primarily because I used to live there before, so I already have doctors in place, and I have friends there who are part of a support system. I'm looking all the way from Ann Arbor all the way up to Saginaw and Bay City. I've got an application in Lansing. Well, yeah, Ann Arbor is where University of Michigan is, but it's also an expensive place to live. So I don't want to live right in Ann Arbor, and transportation is available to get me to Ann Arbor. So I don't have to live right in it, but I do have to have access to it. I do not want to live in Ypsilanti. I just don't, and I don't know anyone there. But anything from Grand Blanc all the way up to Saginaw and Bay City, I know people all over in that area. Hi, Grandma. How are you, sweetheart? Where are you, Furry? Because I used to live in Flushing, if that helps you any. I lived in Flushing and Clio, which are just a bit north of Flint, but out of the nasty part of Flint. Oh, okay, you're south of Ann Arbor. Okay. Yeah, I looked at Ohio, but Michigan has a tremendous network for getting people from one health facility to another. It's a little bus thing. James Eller knows about it. And like I used to go from Clio and Flushing all the way over to Detroit on this medical transit bus that cost me like $5 round trip. They've got a really, really good setup. And I have doctors already established there that will have already said they will take me back as an established patient rather than a new patient. So that's good. And I know how the medical system works in Michigan. Like I said, I was there for several years. So I can't really go to Ohio and get the benefits of what I need in Michigan. Believe me, I checked. I have checked everything around. I looked at Ohio. I looked at Indiana. I looked, the regular apartments in Michigan I can get into. It's the senior based on income ones that I am on these long-term waiting lists. So we figured if we can get me up there and in a regular apartment, at least I can start getting my treatments while I continue to work my way up the low income bracket and can get into one of those units. But I don't want to move up there and run out of rent money 3 months into my treatment. Yeah, but I can't do it I can't move to Ohio because I have to have that Michigan medical coverage to be able to get into the programs that I need to get into. They're in Michigan. They won't take Ohio Medicaid. Section 8 is backed up. That's the problem, James. There's so many people on Section 8 now. There's waiting lists for Section 8. I have talked to, you have no idea how many people I've talked to in Michigan in the last year. And it's just, and they won't even entertain taking an application from me as long as I'm not living there. No, I'm not on what is considered regular Medicaid. I'm on all these things called extra help and all of these different programs that finance my high-cost medicines. Michigan will not take Ohio Medicaid. Just like I've had a terrible problem here getting North Carolina to take Virginia. They only have done it because it was medically necessary, because we did not have the doctors here in Virginia. These diseases that I am working with are not your regular run-of-the-mill things. They are highly rare autoimmune disorders that maybe 8 or 9% of people in the world have. It's a whole different animal. Yeah, I told the doctor yesterday, I said, why do I have to get stuff that nobody else has? Yeah, they just don't want to. Companies don't research these diseases because there's not enough money involved for them to be interested. So you end up having to go to specialized research facilities. University of Michigan is one of 3 in the country researching this IgG4 thing that I have. The other 2 are Boston, Massachusetts General in Boston, and the Mayo Clinic. And those are really the only 3 primary places that are even looking at this disease. So that's kind of where I got to go. And then the other place that was that got me into the treatment for 4 of the other autoimmunes that I have, it is in Grand Blanc, Michigan. And they want to take me off of those meds to put me on the ones for the IgG4. So in order to do that, they're probably going to be, I'll probably end up back in a wheelchair, unless that institute in Grand Blanc can come up with a whole new set of medications that does not conflict with the IgG4 meds. So I've got to be kind of where those 2 things are. Yeah, so I've got to be in that area, and I have constant testing. So, you know, I've got to be. In fact, when they sent my brain biopsy in from here in Virginia, they sent it to the University of Michigan, because that's who specializes in researching this disease. Yeah, I mean, I have mass quantities of bills. You have no idea. I mean, I had to be airlifted out of here at one point and taken to Roanoke, where I spent 15 days in intensive care. And while I was in there, my husband of 25 years divorced me so he could marry his girlfriend. Yay! Now he's her problem. I hope she's enjoying it. But that's a pretty crappy thing to happen. An hour max would be the best, but there are other doctors available that can handle most of my stuff, but they can't handle that IgG4 thing. That pretty much has to go through U of M in Ann Arbor. I don't think they have any specialists at the other U of M locations, from what I gathered from my recent phone call up there. So that's pretty much why I got to raise a bunch of money, because I don't want to get up there and 2 or 3 months in run out of rent. I want to make sure when I'm up there, I've got close to a year to find a cheaper place to live. So, but initially I just need to get up there and get the treatment started, because how the treatment has been explained to me is you do the first infusion. It's kind of like chemo. You do the first one, and then 14 days later, you do the second one. Yes, Furry, I have. I have been all over Facebook. We got close, but no wheat. What was I saying? My train of thought derailed. Oh, well. Oh, I was explaining how the treatment works. You do the first infusion, and then they monitor you for 14 days, and you do the second infusion. And then they monitor you for 6 months. But in the interim, I still can't take the medications for my other ailments. Like, I won't be able to take those for a year, according to them. So then at the end of that 6 months, they make the determination whether the infusions are going to have worked, or are going to work, or are not working. And then they develop another formulary. So I need to at least be super secure with my rent paid for 6 or 7 or 8 months, because it's going to take a while for me to get scheduled into starting the treatment. So I'm saying I'm probably going to have about a year's worth of rent available to be paid, so that I don't end up homeless in the middle of the treatment, and that I'm not constantly worrying about the treatment and becoming homeless. And in that time, then I can also be working my way up the low income housing list, and I will have access to being able to apply for other programs that I cannot apply for right now, because I am not a resident of the state of Michigan at this time. So it's very complicated. Very, very complicated. Yeah, I am on the internet every day, Furry, looking on Facebook and looking at mobile homes, looking at repossessed homes. I've contacted a number of people who advertised things that turned out to not be what they advertised on Facebook. Pretty much scammers. And one thing they don't understand, they think they can scam me, but I have a lot of connections in Michigan, so I can send people over to look at things and check things out for me. And I have diverted a couple of scammers already that were trying to rip me off, trying to get me to send them deposits and all of this stuff on places that it turned out they don't even own. So yeah, it's been real interesting. I would really like to go back to my original plan, but my brother is totally against it. My original plan, I was supposed to be getting a motorhome and staying in it until I could get the low-cost housing, but my brother does not feel that I can maintain the motorhome. And he may be right, but it may be my only viable option at this point. You know, if it gets closer and closer to when I have to go into treatment, and I still have not been able to resolve the residency issue, that may be my only option. But we will see how that works. Hi, Mike Wall. How you doing? Okay, when I get to the end of this roll, we're going to do a little qualifying for the September gift-away, as promised. So, got 3 more pennies in this roll. Not finding much. Oh, anything. Some copper for the hopper. That's about it. And the last one. Alrighty. Let's do something else here. Alrighty. Hang on, folks. Fire something up here so we can do a little contest. How about a duck race? I haven't done a duck race lately. Let me fire up the Nightbot. I got some other junk in here I didn't really want. Get rid of that, get rid of that. There's my Nightbot. Log in there. And alright, crank the Nightbot up. Alrighty, need everybody that wants in the duck race to post something over here in the live stream. Hi, Karen. How you doing? Glad to see you back. We're going to do a little ducky race here. Everybody gets their name in there. And we're going to be qualifying somebody for the September gift-away. I have not decided exactly what I'm gifting away yet, but it will have a piece of silver involved with it. You can be sure of that. M3 Banana. Yeah, he was playing banana this morning, too. Duck you. Okay there, clammies. Okay. We got 7 people in the stream, and we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the list. So there's a couple of slackers I haven't posted yet. Let me see who they might be. Well, let me see. Here's who has gotten on the list. If you don't hear your name, you need to. Furry Plants and Coins, Karen C., The Real McCoy, Mike Wolf, Team Clambake, and the Lucky James Eller. Anybody else want to get in? And better do it quick. I'm about to fire me up some ducks. Quackadoodle ducks. Quacky race. All right, that's the quacky race. Yeehaw! Alrighty. Who's dinging my phone? Yeah, I better check. I sent somebody shopping for me. I need to make sure that it's not my shopping person. It was my shopping person. Yep. Alright, just want to know what size mayonnaise I wanted. Alright, we got that covered. Alright, all ashore that's going ashore. Let me copy these people and put them over in the race de duque. Alright, let me see here. Let's pull the duck race up on the screen. We have not done one of these for a while. Share screen. Online duck race. Yeehaw! Alright. Let's get the ducks up there. What the duck? Excuse me, folks. Gotta edit the list, get all these fake people out. I wish they just would leave it blank. Paste. Oh boy, messed up. Alright, let's get that out. Okay, I got 5 people. Let me check one more time. Alright. That looks good. Alright, everybody ready? Alright, let me go over here. We're going to set this for a 2-minute ducky race. And we're going to mix everybody up. Oh, that's an interesting assortment of ducks. Oh, it took all the fancy costumes away. Oh, I want them back. There. Oh, those are kind of cute. All right, everybody ready? Have you bribed your ducks? Bribed the bot. Ready? Set. And they're off. They're going. We got Furry Plants and Coins and James Eller. Got the clam bakes. Karen, speed up, girl. You might back there holding hands or something. What's going on back there? Some kind of hanky-panky. Quackers. BLT. That's what I had for breakfast, actually. Look at Furry go. But y'all know what happens. They hustle out there in front, and then right at the end, somebody sneaks up. Happens all the time. All right, let's see who our qualifier is. Come on. Got a minute left. We're at the halfway. Quack, 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 quack. Oh, wait, that's Christmas. We need that for the Santa race. Come on, pedal faster. That clam bake's going backwards. Swim. Up, here we go. Come on. Let's get there. I'm going to take the top 2 are going to get entries. The top 2 are going to get entries. Ah, Clambake, you're coming back. Here we go. Mike, you've been slacking, boy. You better speed up here. You're running out of time. Go, go, go. Go. Uh-oh, and there goes Furry to the back. Used up all her energies. Oh, 9. Oh, here come Mike Wolf on the outside. Furry's coming back. Everybody's coming back. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Furry. Furry and Mike Wolf, I believe, are the top 2. Let's take a look at the final. Furry Plants and Coins and Mike Wolf. All right, my phone's beeping again. All right, you two got scribbled down in the book with entries into the Gift-A-Way. Let me see what the shopping list. Okay. Yeah, I have somebody else doing my grocery shopping, and I tried to make my list as clear as possible, but I messed up, I guess. No, she's just being real good and clarifying stuff. Your duck had you waiting on the barbecue. All righty. All right, let's open a couple more rolls of pennies. She's not done shopping yet, so we'll be opening them up. Let's open that one up. Park that. And let's see. Oh, package total, missed it. I knew somebody was missing. And the other one was probably less, and he just doesn't enter because he's in Great Britain. And he knows I can't ship the prizes over there. So he just hangs out. Keeps me on the straight and narrow. Come on, pennies, come out of there. There they went. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Put him back up there. Put my glove back on. Probably do a little bit more qualifying at the end, or maybe do an end of stream. Not sure yet. When I do the Deadbeat Club, it's very free form. It's just a hangout. 84. Let's look at the ear. In case you don't know what we're looking for on the 84. On the 84, there were some that got like a double strike on the ear, and there will be an imprint of the ear, and then below it there will be another imprint of the ear. And that's why I'm studying the 84s. I have a little cheat sheet to remind me of things to look for on certain years. And that's one of my favorites. A couple more people wandered in. They might get in on the second qualifying. They just missed the first one. But Furry Plants and Coins and Mike Wolf got entries. By the way, on the September gift-away, just like in the other ones, there will also be a choice of packages for the coin collecting people and for metal detecting people. I have prizes available for either of those because I do have shows that feature both of those hobbies and interests. So bear that in mind, but either package will include some form of silver. You can be sure of that. And there will also be a separate drawing for my Patreon sponsors. What have I done? Knocked myself out of my comments. Well, I can do that sometimes. And for info on how to become a Patreon sponsor of the channel for as little as $2.96 a month, follow the yellow brick road. I mean, the link. You won something yesterday on Coining Around. I meant to go over there. I don't know what happened. I think I got a phone call or something, and I never got there. I got the notification that they were on, and then something came up. I didn't get there. Yesterday was pretty hectic and pretty emotional, trying to deal with being told basically you can either be a cripple or you can possibly be a dead person. It's not one of my favorite activities, and I had a lot of medical phone calls and family to deal with. And so what'd you win, James? What'd you win over at Coining? A lot of copper. I wish I could cash this copper in somewhere for something. That would be dandy. There's Les. I knew he was. Les was lurking. What does that say? Oh, come on, focus. Trying to look at that mint mark. Because I know it's a D, but it looks funny. Oh, you don't know what you won. Oh, okay. I got a couple things out there floating around that I haven't gotten yet. I know a while back I won a Mercury dime on Sir Benji that I haven't got yet. I think it's just sitting there at his house, and that's okay. And then the other night on Can You Dig It Detecting, I won an Equinox finds bag. Mind Lab Equinox finds bag. So I've got that floating around out there somewhere. Hi, Mikey. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, Mikey. Well, I mean, you knew it was coming, but it's still not, you know, it's no consolation when you lose a family member, and I'm really sorry. So, thanks for stopping in, and I'm thinking about you guys. Tell your mom I said I'm sorry. More copper. And more copper. My copper jar is about to overflow. For the DDR on the 83, we are looking for a double die reverse, which is not there. All right. Be careful, Mikey. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these rolls were picked for the wheat, but he sure wasn't keeping the coppers, because there's a bazillion of them. This may be the worst penny box I ever got. Right now, it certainly is. Unless I can find a big mistake that this guy made rolling up his coins, then I'm going to have to class this as the worst one. Time to go back to work. Yeah, 30 minutes just isn't long enough. Thank you for coming in, Mike. I know I'm not even going to bother to say hit the like button because I know you already have. You're pretty good about that. That's for sure. I always appreciate it. Oops, that wasn't supposed to go in there. Get out of that copper hopper. Yeah, I'm not going to be on much longer because I can tell how far down the shopping list my helper is about how much longer it's going to take for her to get back here. Because she is at the Wally World and it's right behind my house. So, yeah, I opted to let somebody else do my shopping. Oh, there's Louie and Jimmy. After I do this roll, I will do one more qualifying. Okay, that was about my October 1st thing at church. Yeah, as soon as I finish these pennies, we will qualify a couple more people, and then I'm going to run because I got a full plate today of scheduling and phone calls. I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment today, and they called me right before the appointment and said that the doctor had to have an emergency gallbladder surgery this morning, and they would call me back and schedule. And then they called me back to reschedule, and they want to reschedule me in December. I don't think that's fair. Yeah, I think they should reschedule a new patient, because I've already waited 6 months. But it is what it is. So I don't know. I get really fed up with the medical system here in Virginia. It is bad. It is not good. Nope, nothing exciting there. I got about 10, 11 more here. And I got 10 people in the house now. Looking for the DDR on here. Good grief, people. Yeah, so do I, Furry. I didn't think that was good, that I'm having to wait that long. You know, they canceled it, not me. Don't forget your birthday's October 10th. I'll try to remember, but I'm sure you'll remind me. I'm sure you will, James. I'm pretty sure. Oh, man, there's a lot of copper in this thing. But nary a piece of wheat. Not cream of wheat. Not whole wheat. Not any kind of wheat. Wheat germ. All right. 2 to go. All right, everybody post something. We're going to do another duck race. And there's a 64. All right, anybody that wants in. Nightbot's got to find you. So hang on, let me get everybody queued back in. All right. Anybody wants a duck race for an opportunity to get an entry in the September gift-away? Post now in the stream. I will give you a couple minutes to do that while I get me a swig out of my beverage. We'll study Abe. Says there's 10 people now. All right. And after I do this, I'm gonna be signing off. It looks gloomy outside. Guess this isn't gonna be a metal detecting day. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to squeeze in as much metal detecting. Yep, that's a 2009. As much metal detecting as I can while I still can, because once I go on this treatment, I'm not going to be able to walk anymore for a while. Maybe ever. And so I want to get out there and find something, even if it's just a pull tab and dirt and worms. You know? All right, let me see where we're at here with Mr. Nightbot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got 6 people, 7 people. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 3 more people that aren't in there yet. Boy, your grandma, she's a tough lady, Mikey. She went through a lot. So, but yeah, I just lost my aunt that was 100 years old, my mom's oldest sister, and then one of her younger brothers died not too long after, a couple of my cousins. So I've been having I know what you're going through, and I'm sorry that that has happened, but you, like I said, you did know it was coming, so it wasn't like a real super shocker, but it doesn't make it hurt any less, I know. Okay, where are we at? Okay, it says there's 11 people, and I have on the Nightbot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 people have not made their presence known. I'm going to read the list. All right, come on now. Cooperate. I got Archaeology, Mikey, Furry Plants and Coins, Jimmy Lacari, Karen C., Louis G., Team Clam Bacon, Lucky James Eller. If I did not read your name, you need to post something of some kind in the stream so I can assign you a ducky. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard deal. And you were probably pretty young when she got sick, so they may not have even let you know what was going on at that time. All right, well, I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm going to copy these people over, get them over into the duck race, and we're going to go for you. So don't cry. No crying in penny rolls. No crying in penny rolls. Ducky race. Come on. Paste. All right. Done. I'm going to give it one more look. Somebody else got in. Who was it? Muscle Shell. I'll type Muscle Shell in there. I would never skip my Muscle Shell. That's my favorite. He knows he's a favorite too. All right. All right, let me get this up here on the screen. Add to screen. All righty. Last chance. Got 8 and 8. All righty. We're set for 2 minutes. And we got them all lined up there pretty. Shuffle them around a little bit. Shuffle them around again. And shuffle them around for the 3rd time. And is everybody ready? We are racing for a spot in the September Gift-A-Way. And we're going to take the top 3 this time. The top 3 duckies will be entered in the September giveaway. Ready, set, duck! Quack, 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 quack-a-doodle duck duck. There's Louie by a beak. Karen right there with him. Louie's running off by himself. We're almost to the halfway mark, and it's Louie G, followed by Mussel Shell. Oh, no, Team Clambake. Then neck and neck, Mussel Shell, Fairy Plants and Coins. Mikey just kind of hanging out there. He's got it all cool. James Eller just kind of floating along, singing a song. And we still got Louie G up front, Team Clambake. Mikey by a beak, Furry Plants and Coins. Here comes Karen the Real McCoy on the outside up there behind Louie G, along with Jimmy Lacari. Mussel Shell just kind of floating along with James Eller in there. Down to 18 seconds. Oh boy, now they're going to all break loose. Oh, they pushed Jimmy Lacari way to the back. No more lurking for him. Oh, here he comes back up again. Oh, here they come, here they come. Oh my goodness. 4 seconds to go, and it looks like Jimmy Lacari for the win. Let's see who sneaked in there. Jimmy Lacari, the lucky James Eller, and Karen C are the top 3. Good job, guys. Jimmy really sneaked in there. They'll be written down. And Karen C, the Real McCoy. Alrighty, so today's entries into the drawing are Furry Plants and Coins, Mike Wolf, James Eller, Jimmy Lacari, and Karen C, the Real McCoy. I may be back on later, assigning some more spots. But I just saw my helper pull into the parking lot, so I got to go put away my groceries. I thank all of you for coming and hanging out with me. And we'll see y'all later. We'll open some more pennies and getting some more trouble. That's it from the Deadbeat Club. If you have not subscribed, please do. Hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see you later. Oh, I ran so far away. You got here right at the end, honey, but I'll be back on later. Make sure your notifications are turned on. M3 and I say bye-bye from the Deadbeat Club.